Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're talking about Hurricane Sam now. And a Hurricane Hunter aircraft is currently investigating Sam right now. Now, because it's 125 miles an hour now, it went through an idle replacement cycle last night, and still its eye is closed up with the convection on it, and plus wind shear's picking up a bit. So, and plus we've got 3 areas of interest. We've got the remnants of Peter, and then we've got disturbance number 2, which is Invest 91L, which is meant to travel through the Caribbean. No, I don't. Once it's traveled through the Caribbean, we don't know where it's gonna, where it's gonna make landfall. We don't really know. And Invest 90 is just going off the coast of Africa. We do have another tropical wave, but I don't think that will form in the Pacific, to be honest with you. Right, I'll show you tropical tidbits. Show you the satellite imagery. Right, Sam is finally getting his eye back on together. If you have a look, I'll show you satellite imagery now. Its eye is coming back, which is better, but it's also actually shrunk in size. As you can see, I don't know if it's me that is shrunk in size, but to me, this storm has shrunk in size. Now, I didn't manage to get any thingy for this system, satellite imagery, but I'll get some offline. As you can see there, latest frames, it has the eye coming out. Aircraft recon is in the system now. They are finding 113 to 150 knots SFMR winds. There's the center. They're on the weakest part, which is here. They found the weakest spot. This is the strongest part of the system. Obviously, because you've got red, purple, pink, and pink. Now, because that light pink is 113 to 115 knots. Now, if they found 115 knots, that'll be in the in the light pink territory. They did find tropical storm force winds up here, which is acceptable. Number 3 went into Sam earlier on today, and they found 96 knots. So, yeah, I don't. 96 knots is a category 3. So, well, I did take off from over here, as you can see. But it didn't start exampling the storm until it got to this area here. Because the, as you can see here, the fine clouds here are connected to the storm. That's why the storm looks not that good. But earlier on today, but number 4 is in the storm now. Number 4 is they are finding mission number 9 is in the storm, well, going into the storm now. So they did take off from the British Virgin Islands, and they're heading towards the storm. So yeah, we just have to see what it brings us. But anyway, satellite imagery, Invest 90L, remnants of Petar. Still kind of looking kind of right. Invest 90L kind of looks alright, I guess. It's now emerging off the coast, which, to be honest, doesn't look as good as it did. Earlier on in its lifetime. So you can see the wind shear impacting it a little bit. It's not a lot of wind shear. It's just a tiny little bit of northerly and southerly wind shear. Not a lot. I mean, definitely not a lot whatsoever. True Colour says that, there's the other system there, and here's the system here. Now, this system might travel through the Caribbean, while this one's meant to recurve out like that very soon, actually. So, we must have been having lower latitude storms, not ones that, kept coming off the Cabo Verde Islands like 2017 did. But, I'll show the forecast and models. Oh, sorry guys, I'm tired today. Busy at school and all that jazz. Now, it's very uncertain which one will go into the Caribbean. Very uncertain. It actually does look like 91L forms before. So yeah, Wonder forms, but actually Wonder becomes a category 2, which is very unusual because it actually rapidly intensifies, but then weakens and then literally intensifies again north of the islands. So that is strange, but Victor does form briefly, then heads towards the north. October 13th. Analysis tool. I'll show you ocean. I'll show you the El Nino and La Nina. We are definitely 100% in our La Nina now. And it is leveling off a bit for, Nino 1 plus 2. Nino 4. That's going back up. Which, to be honest, I don't really know why they are going back up. That's also going back up. But Nino 3.4 is indicating that we're going back into our La Nina. So, anything could happen. It's literally one more and then we'll be completely on that 5. Which means now, by American standards, 5 and 6 is basically La Nina status or pattern. And as you can see, we have got that La Nina pattern right now. So, anything could change, anything could happen. I'll show you I was going to show you some analogs of this season. Now, the analogs for this season is, I think, last year. It's a good analog for this season. 1995 is a good analog as well. I think 2017 is a good analog as well. Yeah, 2017 is a good analog for this system. 2010 is also a really good analog because they had a La Nina out there. And 2017, the La Nina was very weak. We only had a weak La Nina in 2017. 2011, we had a strong La Nina. 1970, we also had a strong La Nina. So 2017, this is where it's gonna show to the average. 1993. Yes, that was an El Nino season, as you can see here. 1997, kind of an El Nino pattern and a La Nina at the same time. 1984, now it was a cool neutral, or just neutral. 1979, El Nino. So basically, I am. This was from 1997, 1992, 1997, 1997, no, 1992, 1997, 1977, 1979, 1984, and 1993 were the good analogs. Now, the reason why that none of these systems started to get as much active in the Atlantic and the Pacific barely had any storms as well. Most of the storms that were forming were either on the coast there, near or here. So I will tell you why. Because we had the an El Nino, but you know. But now this has been the recent patterns, and the Atlantic has actually taken over. 1970, 2007, 2010, and 2011. These were all really good analogs. And now in La Nina patterns, this is what tends for storms, where storms can form. Right. Storms can form anywhere in the Atlantic in a La Nina pattern. They only form up near the coast, again like an El Nino pattern, but for the south, and then near south of Hawaii here. But these are the years 1970, 2007, 2010, and 2011. They should get some new ones on 2030. That should show 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021. So honestly, I think the best analog for this season has to be 2011, because 2011 did have a big La Nina and they had 21 named storms. 2017 had 20 named storms and they had a weak La Nina. 2010 was a big La Nina and they had 21 named storms, I think. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you the JTWC. Because Mindul is a category 3 now, 120 miles an hour. It was actually a category 2 now, to be honest with you. So, I'll show you the track anyway. There you go. So, anyway, guys, if you like If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you all in the next video. Peace and have a great day. And I will keep you updated when Sam's going to be coming. When Sam weakens or Sam intensifies again, you don't really know. Aircraft recon is still in the side. So, yeah, anyway, peace and have a good day.